needed to really realize, like, what am I doing? Who am I allowing in my space? Who am I allowing in my aura? Why am I eating these foods like back to back? I had to really just focus in and declutter some things, some people.
Some tears, some stress, but I count my blessings.
I feel like I haven't seen y'all in like forever. Well, you know what? I feel like I haven't talked to you all in forever because I've been posting content, but it's been, oh, look at my hair. You know, we're gonna get into this. I've been posting content, but it's been, you know, it's been like my little short videos. So this is like where we're really like talking and stuff. Now, your girl is getting ready to go to church, okay? So like I don't have much time on my hand, but I needed to set the camera up and I needed to like bring you all with me to like get ready, you know, and just kind of just catch up for a little bit. May not be like a super long catch up, but just a little catch up. So we're gonna fix this hair and then we're gonna come back, okay? Okay, so the hair is giving, you know, Afro beauty, period. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's just catch up a little bit while I do my makeup, of course. So where have I been, right? So I think the last video I filmed was definitely a sit down video, and I was talking about making and honoring platonic friendships, right? Let me set a timer out so that I do not go over time, because you know I can get carried away and I can just talk. But anyways, your girl has to get ready for church. We're on a mission, okay? Anyways, I was getting ready for a TDY. So basically the TDY is just like, for those that's not in the military, it's just a military, like a work trip, okay? Short and simple, I had to go on a work trip to learn more about my job, you know, get some better knowledge and become better at my job, pretty much. Not because I needed to become better, like I was struggling or like that, but you know, it was just a work trip to learn some things and engage to further my career, you know, type thing. So anyways, that was 2 weeks, okay? That TDY was 2 weeks. But while I was there, I met some amazing people. Like we definitely had like a little girls group, and you know, we were talking with each other. We were just having like an amazing time, and so it was really fun. Classes were not hard at all, like very simple, nothing crazy. Yeah, so overall it was a good time and I love that, right? However, while I was there, let's just say your girl was not, she was not eating the best, like literally, because it was, you know, a TDY and things like that. Like I was in a hotel, and so I didn't have like a kitchen to properly like meal prep, because you know I always meal prep my food and stuff like that. So I didn't have a kitchen to meal prep my food, so it was just eating out for your girl, okay? I was eating out every single day, okay? I'm talking about going to Cane's, going to Waffle House, going, just like, girl, eating out, okay? And when I would use the defect, which is just like the food that they have on base, it was super cheap. It was super cheap, but I was still eating bad. You know, I wasn't eating healthy options there either. I was getting like cheeseburgers. I was getting chicken wings. Girl, I was eating bad for 2 whole weeks. Yes, you know, I know. And so when I came back, which was this week, I literally just got back. When I came back, your girl had to detox. When I tell you, my body literally went through like a whole detox period. I was throwing up like no other. Also, side note, I got some new product because I went to Sephora yesterday. So I got the Fenty Beauty concealer and almond butter. So we're also going to be trying out some new products on this video and see how I like it. I'm so bad sometimes when it comes to opening up packaging. Oh my gosh. What the freak? Okay, we just kind of have to pop her. But anyways. So yeah, so I came back and literally that whole, like the day after, because and also recently when I've been flying, I get like, I don't know if it's called like motion sick, but I think it is called motion sick. But I've been getting nauseated. Like literally it was kind of hard for me on the flight. I was just like breathing and like, come on, can we just land already? But I didn't land until 10 p.m. okay, and I didn't like get home and everything like that, and I had to shower and I had to like, you know, still do my nighttime skincare because girl, I was on that flight, germs. So I didn't like finish all of that until like literally 11 p.m. 12 o'clock. I was like in the bed going to sleep, and I just say I didn't get much sleep because your girl was up. I was up, throwing up, you know, it was just a good time, okay? I was throwing up so much. So I did not get much sleep. And then the next morning, you know what I mean, it continued. I kept just throwing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then, not only am I like throwing up, but I can't keep any food down because I'm so nauseated. I ordered like some soup and I literally was throwing that up. Even water, like my body was like, no, we need to go on a fast. You don't need to be eating anything right now. And so I was just throwing up everything. I just wasn't myself, you know. I pretty much just had to drink nothing but liquids. And even then, that was a difficult challenge for me. But two things that I learned during this time where my body was going through like a full-on detox period. Number one, I learned that God was calling me to a fast. You know what I mean? He was calling me to a fast because I was eating some really bad food. Like, and God was letting me know, like, this is a season where, you know, your body is a temple. And we have to really be honoring our bodies and very sacred with that. And so I felt like I needed to go through that detox. I need to get rid of all of those things that were no longer, you know, suiting me or never was, that I was allowing into my system, into my aura, and really come into a season of honoring my space, honoring my body, honoring, you know, me, and knowing that thing. Okay, I had to delete some memory because your girl was like out of what's the word? I was out of memory, so I had to go in and delete some memory. So sorry for the breakup and that. Let's just see how much we can get through this video before it's like, you need memory again. But like I was saying, the first thing I learned was that, you know, God was calling me to really remove things and people that did not serve me, you know. The second thing that I learned from the detox was sometimes, you know, you got to go through a really rough season to reap the benefits. So while the detox, me throwing up, me barely able to get sleep, that was not fun. But the next morning, first of all, when I went to bed that night, I slept the best I've ever slept. Like literally, I was out like a baby, okay? And the next morning, I woke up and I felt so much lighter. I felt so much relief. I felt so much like good. And I was like, what? I was really like unable to move yesterday, and this morning I'm able to do everything. So, you know, it showed me like sometimes, you know, Ashley, some seasons, some things are really uncomfortable and we do not want to go through them. But sometimes, you know, like they say, which I know it can be annoying, but sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to reap the benefits, you know, that you want to reap. And so that was like little just 2 things I had to learn during this detox. I'm still kind of taking things slow because I'm still like undergoing it. Also, I got some new mascara, Better Than Sex. I love the mascara. It works like a charm. But the second thing, you know, I did have to learn, which was that it's true. Like sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to reap the benefits of what you've been wanting. And I felt so much better. I felt at peace, and I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to record, talk to you all, and just like catch up, you know. So that's like those 2 things in the form of like me catching up. I'm gonna have to pause because I cannot talk and do mascara. Like, oh, I can't. I'm also kind of like trying out my makeup a little bit different. I don't know how I like it, cause like I haven't worn foundation in like forever, but I was like, I'm gonna wear foundation today. So I usually just do like concealer, contour, mascara, my eyebrows of course, and then like some blush of some sort. But now I'm going back to first doing foundation, then concealer. I'm not doing my eyebrows today. They're just gonna be natural because my hair is like pretty much covering them. So that's that. But so anyways, back to our topic. You know, I think that sometimes, of course, it can be difficult when you're going through something because you don't want to hear like, oh, everything happens for a reason. But it's really true, you know, really take what season you are in your life, what you're dealing with, you know, right now, and really just take a moment and think about, why am I going through this? What is the lesson? You know, what is God trying to reveal to me? Because I promise you, it's always something, you know what I mean? It's always something that is being done and being worked for our greater good that maybe we just can't see in the moment because it can be difficult. It can be like a lot, and we're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. But it is for a reason. And so, you know, going through that detox, it was only for a day. I'm kind of thankful that it was just for a day. But, you know, going through that, I needed to really realize, like, what am I doing? Who am I allowing in my space? Who am I allowing in my aura? Why am I eating these foods, like, back to back? You know, I had to really just focus in and declutter some things, some people. Really wasn't much people. Thankfully, it was really just things that I was believing, things that maybe I held on to that people weren't even in my life anymore, but I was still holding on to certain memories and things that no longer suited me. It was things like that. Also, got this Fenty Beauty powder, so we shall see how this goes. I'm excited to use it because I ran out of my other powders, so I needed. I was on a struggle bus. I needed some more. But and I'm just using a beauty blender. I know some people use like a little triangle thing. Not me, girl. We're just using a beauty blender. This is all we have right now anyways. But you know, so yeah, those are some things I had to learn, and I'm grateful for it because, like I said again, I woke up and I felt so much better. So okay, I gotta hurry up. That was a timer. I gotta go to church, y'all. But you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter because guess what? We gonna go to church. You know what I mean? Don't matter what time you wake up. Don't matter if you're a little bit late. Go to church. All right. So, anyways, don't let the devil try to get you off track because when I woke up and I saw the time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit like, oof, should I go to church? But you know, I was like, no, we going to church. We going to church. So don't let that sit while I do a little bit of mascara. But yeah, you know, I had to just realize that, and I'm thankful for it because I felt better. And now that I went through that little detox period, I'm not done because, you know, I still don't want to go back to, you know, that food. Like, I just got through a detox. So some things that I'm doing, and I'll, you know, share with you all. You can do them too if you like. But number 1, in the morning, I don't eat heavy breakfast. So I am going back to my intermediate fasting, where the last meal I eat the last meal I eat, I cannot eat again for 12 hours. So usually the last meal that I'll eat is at 7 p.m. and then I can't eat again until 7 a.m. at least. That works for me because I'm up early, and so I be going to bed really early. So my last meal is always around 7 p.m. because I be in the bed by like 9. So yeah, and then before I eat my first meal of the day, I have to drink my lemon and ginger tea. This is really good because it helps with bloatedness. It helps really like detox you. Be mindful if you drink this, you probably have to go to the bathroom afterwards. But it's also light on my stomach. It's not heavy like coffee or anything like that. And then I also have to drink a glass of Clearfield water. So I just pour some water in my 8-ounce cup of my 8-ounce glass, and then I just use my chlorophyll drops. I showed that in the beginning of this video. And so I have to drink that as well, and my tea before I eat any food. And then around 7 a.m. I eat my first breakfast, but again, that is light as well. I am meal prepping some chia pudding, and I'm going to show you all of that. I'm going to show you all of that in this vlog. So if you want to make it yourself, you can, if you know you have the recipe. But I'm going to be doing some chia pudding. And I really saw the recipe on TikTok, and I was like, I want to do it. So yeah. So that's what I'll be doing. Girl, I don't know if I like this powder. Like, it kind of made me look, I don't know. We're going to have to play with this powder, y'all. This is new makeup with Ashley, and I don't know if I like this powder right now. Like, I'm not gonna even lie to you. It kind of made me look a little, I don't know if maybe because it's not my right shade. It just made me feel like I look a bit darker, and I don't like that effect. But you know what? I don't even have time to really question it. This is why we should wake up earlier. But anyways, so yeah, my breakfast is gonna be chia pudding, and then my lunches is going to be salmon with potatoes and some veggies and rice with quinoa. Okay, girl, I can never say that word right, but I'll show y'all. And then my dinner is just gonna be a tofu bowl without rice though, because I don't want to eat rice that much. It's just gonna be a tofu bowl, and I'll show y'all that as well when I make it. It may be in this video, the next video, because I think I'm only gonna meal prep lunch and breakfast for this week for work. But y'all, I gotta go. Hopefully this little get ready with me talking wasn't too crazy. I don't know if I like my makeup, but your girl gotta go to church. Okay, have a nice Sunday.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings. Did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe. Send message after message, forward my call. Next day you hit me back like nothing happened at all. What about all the things you used to say to me? This ain't the way it's supposed to be. And you know I wouldn't do that to you. You know I wouldn't treat you that way. No, I've been running, can't catch.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible because I don't have a lot of battery storage and my battery's about to die. But for my meal prep this week, as I mentioned, I just did some salmon with rice and potatoes. That's for lunch, very simple. And then for breakfast, I did the chia pudding. Right now it's not as thick because it has to be in the refrigerator overnight, but it's just chia pudding. I just used some vanilla, almond milk, chia seeds, and then I added honey and maple syrup to sweeten it. And I'm going to add my toppings in the morning when it's more thicker, like my strawberries and raspberries. So this is going to be the meal prep for this week. And then dinner, I'm going to do tofu bowls, but I'm just going to eat that for dinner when I get home. But this is the work week meal prep. Your girl is so tired. I just finished schoolwork, and now I just finished meal prepping, and now we have to clean all this up. So that's the meal prep though.